Sometimes, the most incredible secrets are hidden where we least expect them, deep beneath the waves. Imagine plunging into the ocean's depths, where divers routinely stumble upon the extraordinary and the unexpected. From ghostly underwater train wrecks to enigmatic creatures of the deep, every discovery has its own tale to unravel. In this video, we dive into the top 10 most bizarre and fascinating finds that deep-sea divers have brought to light. These underwater marvels, once shrouded in mystery, now surface to astonish us all. Join us on this aquatic adventure and prepare to be amazed by what lies hidden in the ocean. Road to Atlantis. Atlantis, nestled in the cerulean depths of the Bahamas, an enigmatic formation known as the Bimini Road, captivates those who dare to explore beneath the waves. Discovered in 1968 by a diver, this structure instantly became a subject of fascination due to its unusual arrangement. Spanning roughly half a mile, the neatly aligned stones mimic a man-made pathway or wall, igniting a debate about its origins. Could this be a mere quirk of nature, or does it hint at a long-lost advanced civilization? Advocates of the Atlantis theory, bolstered by psychic Edgar Cayce's prophecies, believe the Bimini Road is a vestige of the fabled city. Cayce, known for his mystical insights, had forecasted the discovery of Atlantis evidence in 1968, the very year this underwater marvel was found. This intriguing synchronicity has drawn Atlantis seekers, adding fuel to the speculative fire about this underwater enigma. On the flip side, scientists, including geologists and archaeologists, lean towards a rational explanation. They propose that the Bimini Road is a natural geological formation known as beach rock, formed along shorelines where sedimentation, wave action, and chemical reactions bond limestone. This scientific perspective offers a grounded counterpoint to the more fantastical Atlantis narrative. As the discussion continues, both theories provide compelling arguments, leaving the true nature of the Bimini Road a tantalizing mystery. Is it a testament to a sophisticated ancient civilization or a remarkable natural phenomenon? The debate rages on, with each side offering persuasive viewpoints on this underwater enigma. Number 2, $1 million worth of. Number 2, $1 million worth of treasure. Imagine diving into the ocean off the coast of Florida and uncovering a hidden fortune not seen for over 300 years. This dream turned into reality for a team of treasure hunters who discovered an astonishing cache of gold coins worth an estimated $1 million. These aren't just any coins, they're precious relics from a Spanish galleon, part of a fleet that met its demise in a brutal hurricane in the early 1700s. This fleet, heavy with the riches of the New World, was en route to Spain when the tempest struck. The storm's wrath was merciless, scattering the ships and their valuable cargo along Florida's coast, now aptly named the Treasure Coast. For years, this area has captivated treasure hunters, lured by the lure of lost wealth and tales from history. Their persistence paid off in 2015 as they lifted these coins from their watery grave. Each one a piece of history from the age of exploration, minted in the Spanish colonies. These gold coins are more than just currency, they are storytellers of an era marked by global trade, imperial power, and the relentless pursuit of fortune that fueled much of the world's exploration back then. Each coin is a testament to the grandeur and the risks of ocean voyages, the ambitions of empires, and the allure of the unknown. Their recovery not only enriches our understanding of the past, but also reminds us of the unending mysteries and treasures that still lie hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. Number 3, 13,000-year-old human skull. 13,000-year-old human skull. In 2007, a team of divers exploring the submerged caves of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula stumbled upon an incredible find, a human skull dating back 13,000 years. Making it one of the earliest known human remains in the Americas. This skull, found deep within the cenotes, a vast network of underwater caves, offers an extraordinary glimpse into the lives of early North American inhabitants during the last ice age. Back then, sea levels were much lower, and what are now submerged caverns were dry, habitable spaces. This remarkable discovery gives us vital clues about the migration patterns and lifestyles of these ancient people, painting a picture of their adaptation and survival in a harsh environment. The conditions within these cenotes have created a natural preservation chamber. Stable temperatures and the absence of sunlight have safeguarded these ancient artifacts from decay, providing archaeologists with a rare opportunity to study well-preserved remains and artifacts that would have otherwise been lost to the ravages of time and weather. However, exploring these underwater treasure troves is no easy feat. It requires a blend of archaeological know-how and specialized cave diving skills. Each expedition into these cenotes is meticulously planned to balance the need for exploration and study with the imperative of preserving these invaluable sites. Number 4. Underwater Train Graveyard. Envision stumbling upon a ghostly fleet of trains, not in a forgotten railway yard, but in the depths of the ocean off New Jersey's coast. This isn't just a fantastical scenario, but a bewildering underwater truth. Here, resting eerily beneath the sea, is a graveyard of antique locomotives. These iron giants, dating back to the 1850s and identified as rare Planet Class 222T models, found their unexpected home on the ocean floor under mysterious circumstances. Theories abound about their aquatic fate. One prevailing idea suggests they were aboard a barge that met its doom in a tempest, leading to the train's inadvertent sinking. Yet, there's another school of thought positing a deliberate act. Were these trains intentionally submerged as part of an insurance fraud or as a means of disposing of obsolete machinery in times less aware of environmental stewardship? The true story behind their descent into the deep remains elusive, adding layers of mystery and allure. Their discovery in the 1980s by diver Paul Hepler not only unveiled a slice of lost railroad history but also birthed an accidental underwater exhibit. These submerged trains, now silent and haunting relics of the past, present a unique, almost ethereal chapter in the annals of maritime exploration. They stand as submerged monuments, a testament to an industrial age now long gone, captivating the imagination of those few who venture deep enough to witness their solemn grandeur. Thistlegorm Shipwreck. Egypt's Red Sea holds the wreck of a British armed merchant navy ship bombed and sunk during World War II. The SS Thistlegorm has become one of the world's most famous and accessible shipwrecks since its discovery in the 1950s, offering divers the chance to explore a wartime time capsule. The 413-foot steamship was sunk on October 6, 1941, by German pilot Heinz Wolfgang Schauer while at anchor near Ras Mohammed, packed with vital supplies destined for British forces in North Africa. The Thistlegorm carried everything from trucks, motorbikes, aircraft parts, boots, and ammunition to Wellington boots and toilet paper, all items that epitomized the British wartime effort. Depth charges set off by the crew as a defense measure likely accelerated the sinking, while 9 sailors tragically perished. The Thistlegorm remained forgotten on the seafloor until it was rediscovered and identified in 1956 by famed ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau. Divers who descend its wreck today are met with an astonishing sight, a ship still fully loaded with its cargo, sitting upright on the sand with metalwork and colors remarkably intact thanks to low current conditions. Motorbikes still rest upright in the hold, while dozens of trucks sit loaded on the deck, their tires now home to fish, all artifacts from the glory days of British manufacturing power. Lost treasure. The discovery of lost treasure ignites the imagination like little else. In July 2015, that dream became a reality for Eric Schmidt, a professional salvager, when he uncovered over $1 million worth of coins on an unnamed 1715 Spanish shipwreck site off Florida's Treasure Coast. The find added to the lore of what's considered the richest unsalvaged wreck area on Earth. That area's moniker dates back over 300 years ago when Spain dominated the world seas and plundered much of South America's wealth. Spanish galleons laden with riches plied a route back to Europe, sailing along Florida's eastern shoreline in July 1715. All that changed when a hurricane slammed the coast, sinking 10 Spanish treasure ships and scattering their fortunes across the continental shelf in one of history's largest ever treasure losses. Gold and silver worth $500 million in today's terms remains lost. Schmidt made his 2015 find while magnet fishing to comb a new unidentified debris field, turning up 51 gold coins within seconds, then unearthing hundreds more buried beneath sand, well-preserved escudos and reels, some still clumped together. Later searches uncovered rare Colombian emeralds, fulfilling a lifelong dream for Schmidt. Polynesian Moai statues. The iconic monolithic human figures of Easter Island have also been glimpsed by divers under the sea, known as Moai. Nearly 900 of these statues exist on land, built by the ancient Rapa Nui people who inhabited the remote Pacific island. But some Moai have been found partially submerged along sections of the island's coastline. How they came to rest under the waves is uncertain. Some theories suggest they were drowned by rising seas, while others propose they could have been part of sacred rituals or offerings to gods. One of the most impressive drowned Moai was discovered near Easter Island's Anakina Beach in 2009. Carved from volcanic rock, it measures over 16 feet in height and weighs several tons. It stands with its back to the ocean, as if protectively watching over the shore. This has led some archaeologists to suggest it originally stood guard on land but eroded into the sea as waters gradually rose over centuries following the last Ice Age peak. Other small Moai scattered nearby appear positioned upside down or on their sides. Finds like this demonstrate that our view of Rapa Nui's intriguing ancient culture remains incomplete without investigations of underwater areas too. The Rapa Nui held a unique belief that Moai embodied ancestral spirits, and each was associated with a village group's mythological founder. Some Moai may have been disempowered upon a rival chief's death to diminish the chief's spiritual influence and usher in new leadership. Intentionally toppling select Moai into the sea could support this. Whatever their precise purpose, submerged Easter Island statues accentuate the mystical aura surrounding them. On land, the figures keep watch from their watery resting places, as if hinting at lost histories and beliefs now drowned by tides of time. Arctic Hydromedusa. Delicate, translucent, and phantom-like, a unique jellyfish relative known as the Arctic Hydromedusa drifts silently across polar seas. With their wispy tentacles and fragile bells, they resemble extraterrestrial creatures more than any earthly being. Yet, these ethereal life forms survive and thrive within one of the planet's harshest habitats, the dark, frigid waters of the Arctic Ocean. Their gelatinous bodies pulse against freezing black depths between scattered ice flows, descending to over 3,300 feet, chasing plankton and small fish into perpetual gloom. Vivid hues tinge some species in signature bioluminescent patterns, granting them an otherworldly biotic glow as they spiral through liquid space. Untroubled by a sun hidden for months on end, larger relatives like the lion's mane jelly draw more notoriety for their imposing sizes. But for sheer mystical appearance, the diminutive Hydromedusa stand apart. Their unlikely existence captures the reality of nature's surprising diversity that manages to emerge even in extreme worlds like the Arctic deep. They serve as inspiration that life finds a way to gracefully persevere and bloom against the odds, as fragile as that persistence may seem. Crusader Sword. In early 2021, a recreational diver off Israel's Carmel coast glimpsed an object poking mysteriously from the seafloor sediment. Swimming down 60 feet, revealed it to be the hilt of a full-sized medieval broadsword. A 900-year-old relic, weathered yet intact, what this diver stumbled on turns out to be a rare Crusader weapon dating to the iconic Holy Wars, where European armies sought to claim the Holy Land. Encased in a thick layer of concretion built up from centuries of seashells and sand, the sword's blade amazingly remained perfectly preserved. Extraction had to wait 4 months for expert archaeologists who mapped its location and meticulously chipped away the covering to reveal a meter-long steel weapon of war in extraordinary condition. X-rays show an uncorroded iron blade inside, leading to theories it was sheathed when lost at sea. They also identified the sun-cross design, marking early medieval Christian making between 1095 to 1271 AD, spanning the violent Crusades era. How it came to rest on the seafloor is unknown. Perhaps a Christian knight dropped it from a ship ferrying pilgrims and troops to an ill-fated later crusade. Or more fanciful theories imagine it being cast ceremonially into the sea, its owner not wanting the weapon that failed to deliver Jerusalem used by others. The sword awaits further research, but it represents the enduring tangible heritage still being recovered from a volatile period that changed the cross-cultural dynamics of Europe and the Middle East forever. Adlet Yam. Beneath the Mediterranean waves, 8,900-year-old circular stone foundations lie hidden, changing our understanding of humankind's earliest seafaring settlers and civilizations. Off Israel's Carmel coast, a submerged Neolithic village has been discovered, showing some of the most ancient evidence of an agrarian pastoral fishing economy in a marine environment. Adlet Yam's well-preserved remains include stone circles measuring up to 10 feet across that once supported wooden huts with hearths and installations typical of established settlements. Artifacts like wood, seeds, and flint tools paint a society skilled in multiple food production strategies vital for villages, plant harvesting, keeping livestock, and abundant fishing. Seawater ultimately rose, submerging Adlet Yam so gently over centuries that an unparalleled snapshot of everyday life was captured for modern rediscovery, opening an unexpected lens into how early Holocene people innovated livelihoods, like clues in a veiled landscape. The sunken ruins of Adlet Yam reveal nuances of humanity's first coastal communities, experimenting with the bountiful yet untamed ecosystems surrounding them. It underscores that the ocean-facing ancients, just as today, presented both adventures and perils encircling the known horizons. World War II fighter plane. World War II rages as a defining crucible that shaped today's modern world order. Battlefronts stretched across oceans and continents from 1939 to 1945. Above and below the waves, the immense Coral Sea clash between Japanese and Allied naval air forces marked a pivotal Pacific campaign, where each side fought without directly firing upon enemy ships. Aircraft targeting vessels hundreds of miles away heralded new eras in naval warfare. This remote battle also left its void missing in action, the crew and planes lost to the abyss. That darkness gave up some secrets in 2018 when an international expedition map then deployed an underwater drone upon a startling find. No records or locator pings registered before sonar images gradually rendered outlines of a well-preserved fighter plane of era vintage, lying upright 13,000 foot down. As remotely guided cameras drew within meters through the forbidding black, details emerged: the star insignia, squadron number, wings swept back at sharp angles, all evidence it could be a rare Curtiss P-40 Warhawk that saw frequent Pacific combat. Draped across coral gardens on a seamount crest, the Warhawk seems to have narrowly missed a deck landing attempt to slide straight off the carrier's edge. The odds this aircraft would ever be located stagger belief, but it surfaces as a time capsule into the decisive battle of the Coral Sea itself, the desperate skirmishes to control Australia's and Hawaii's fates against Imperial Japanese forces. Alongside the rediscovered USS Lexington, the Curtiss adds tangible texture to the legacies and losses from those months, influencing history's trajectory to today. That's all the information that we have for you today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss out on future episodes. And be sure to also tell us what you think about today's content. Everyone's support motivates us to continue delivering quality content and to always improve. And as always, thanks for watching. And we will see you next time. Thank you.